everyone, welcome to Stratele Studios. I'm Jeff Castanon, and I cannot wait to tell you about my night with the Hindley Street Country Club. So, January 18th, it just passed, the Hindley Street Country Club played at the Beverly O'Neill Theater at the Long Beach Convention Center in Long Beach, and Constantine was nice enough to invite me to come out. He and I have become fast friends since I've been putting videos out, reactions on their videos. We had this connection to the channel, and then we spoke on the phone, and we became fast friends. So he said, hey, we're coming to the US, and you got to come check us out. And I couldn't believe that they were doing a US tour, so I was like, hey, I'm there. So I got to be there for the first night in the US, the first performance. So what a privilege that was. So I just kind of wanted to go over my night with you and share some pictures and videos of what I experienced that night. So first thing that happened when I got there is I got to sneak into the venue before it opened up, and I got to meet Constantine and Jordan. And I heard Constantine coming from backstage, and he was yelling my name. Where is that guy? So he came out of the wings and gave me the biggest hug, such a warm welcome. And yeah, so this is the video from that moment that I met him. Check it out.
Video, so we can
just nod when it's on, all right?
It's on.
Okay.
All good?
Hi, I'm Jeff Stratele from Stratele Studios, and we're doing a reaction video of watching Jeff get up and play guitar with HSCC.
Oh, I'd love to. My man.
Hello to all the wonderful Stratele Studios followers. Keep following this very, very informative and clever channel. We watch it all the time. We are honored to be part of it, and all the other bands that have been featured on it, I'm sure are honored too.
This guy's such a pro.
Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. And then Jordan was walking around kind of checking out the area there on the stage, and he called him over. Jordan, come on over here, man. Meet Jeff. And so I got to chat with Jordan too, and here's a little footage of that.
Okay, so I ran into Jordan here, and I'm going to ask him a question right here. Okay, what song are you looking forward to tonight the most?
I need to ask you though, should I answer it like an Australian, because that would be very sarcastic? But I don't know, Americans don't quite get our humor. Or should I answer it seriously?
Let's do both, and I'll cut it. I'll just cut it that way.
So sarcastically, like an Australian, call me out, because it's the last song. I get to go home to bed.
Okay, I like it. All
right?
Okay.
But seriously.
It's Raining Men?
Yeah.
It's Raining Men.
YMCA, well, the Village
Right.
People. Now, my favourite song, I think, for the night that I personally sing is Take It to the Limit by the Eagles.
Oh.
Yeah.
You guys are doing that tonight?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, no.
Yes. Oh, yes.
No,
Not happening.
No, not at all.
Oh, yeah.
So what's your favourite song that we do?
I love I'll Be Over You.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I love that, and I just did a reaction.
We're definitely not doing it tonight.
You're not doing that tonight, though, right?
Great song, though. Toto,
But
big Toto fan.
I mean, you've done so many.
Yeah.
What's the Kiss? I know you guys are going to do this tonight. What's the Kiss song that I like?
Sure Know Something.
Sure Know Something.
Oh, that's a
Hey, girl.
great song.
The best Kiss song ever.
Yeah, it is. I agree. I agree.
You're not doing that either.
No, we used to do that in Australia.
Yeah.
And it probably didn't go down as well as we thought, but that's an Australian audience. I think
Yes.
in the States would be a bit of a different thing as well. I think.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe, because I'm not so sure about the Americans and Kiss
Oh, really?
anymore.
Anymore?
Maybe 70s.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Yeah, not as much
Okay, that's
anymore.
interesting. Yeah, wow. All right, cool.
But awesome, man.
Thank you.
Well, dude, great pipes.
Oh,
Great
thanks,
pipes,
man.
my man.
Thank you.
I've seen many videos with you singing.
Thanks so much.
It's all of you guys. You guys are all ridiculous.
Thank you.
All so good.
Well, hopefully tonight, after a bunch of jet lag,
Yeah.
they turn up.
Yeah, my God. I don't know how you guys did it. I'd be sleeping. I'd be at the hotel sleeping right now.
I slept from 4 o'clock yesterday to 11 this morning. So it's probably the longest sleep I've ever had.
Wow. So you're ready to go.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Absolutely.
So that was a lot of fun. So as I'm chatting with them, we're kind of like talking about their songs and just kind of shooting the breeze. they opened up the house and people were starting to come in, and they go, "Oh shoot, we gotta go!" So they ran back, and they had to change their clothes and get ready for the performance. So Sarah and I found our seats. So we started watching the show, and I'll tell you, man, I was so floored just from the first freaking beat, the first note. I was floored. The impact when they started playing these songs, I could not stop grinning. I had a permagrin the whole time, but it was like one hit after another, after another, after another. They didn't pause. Like between the songs, they just went one after another, unless they wanted to talk to the audience. And which, by the way, they are so good with a crowd. I'll tell you, man, these are some pros here because, and I even told them afterwards when I talked to them, I said, you guys know how to handle a crowd. I mean, unbelievable. You really get people excited about the music, the band, the experience, and you make it fun for everyone. It's not like a bunch of people are sitting there watching a band perform and it's a separate thing. It's not. They engage the audience. They become part of the HSCC. Everybody is all together. And that's what I love about this group, that they do that. They include you. They make you feel like you're part of it, because the music that we're playing is stuff that most of us all grew up on. So we have this connection, these personal connections with the music. And so it's like everybody's benefiting from it. It's all so much fun. I told the guys afterwards that about 3/4 of the way into the show, I started to kind of look around at the audience and kind of survey the reactions of the audience. And it was really, man, I'll tell you, it was moving for me, because I'm watching people, and a lot of them were like kind of my age, some older, some younger, but the ones that were kind of in my age range, I was watching them and they were locked into the band, singing the songs with them, nodding their head, tapping their foot, moving their hands, whatever. And it was this connection that each person there had, a one-on-one connection that they had with the band. And I found that so beautiful. It was so awesome. So, yes, some of my favorite songs I'm going to share with you. The set list is online, but I'm not going to lead you there because I just don't want to make that information too readily available, because I think it's more fun to not know what the songs are, because that was a lot of fun for me. So, but it is out there. But anyway, the 3 songs that I walked away with just like was the first one was "More Than a Feeling" by Boston. And seeing Danny Lopresto doing this harmony with Jake, I'm not sure who had the harmony part, but they were playing together, and that lead, that signature sound, that signature dual guitar part in that song was covered so beautifully, and the vocals on top were just like exactly those super high notes were covered, and I was like, oh, I'm in awe. I am so in awe. Another song I really liked was Rosanna from Toto. And man, I tell you, Brad Pauline, the drummer, he started in that shuffle, and right off the bat, I'm like, they're doing Rosanna. I'm like, I know that drum beat. They killed it. They absolutely killed it. I've seen Toto live, and I gotta say, like, that could have been Toto. I mean, they nailed it. They nailed it. And the surprise song, the third one, was a Bee Gees song of all things. It was the song "Too Much Heaven." This is where Jordan, I think, really took it to another level. Those high parts, my gosh, he nailed it. It seems like without much effort either, that he can get up there in that high register. And from talking to him, I can tell he's got kind of a higher speaking voice too. But I could not believe how he nailed the vocals on that. My jaw was just on the ground. And I just so loved it. I'm not a major Bee Gees fan, but walking out of there, I was, after hearing him do it. So we get to the end of the show and the finale, and I'm telling you, it was bedlam, total chaos in a good way, because they started playing the last few songs of the night. One of them was Call Me Al. You Can Call Me Al. Yes. And Paul Simon. It was just nuts. And the guys in the band were coming down and taking selfies with the people, in the front row and stuff. Because people were coming out of their seats from the back to come up to the front of the stage. They didn't have seats there, so it was packed up front. But I don't want to go too far without mentioning Kat Jade, because there were moments where, like, she sang lead that Sarah came with me. She is a voice teacher, and she knows a lot about singing. We were both looking at each other like we couldn't believe what we were hearing. She is so freaking good, so amazing. The only female in the group. She nailed all of these female songs, and I'll tell you, man, I couldn't believe it. Not only her strength, but her finesse in her singing. And such a beautiful voice, beautiful sounding voice, the tone of her voice. And she just absolutely nailed it. And also on like 4-inch heels and she's spinning around and dancing and stuff. And I was just like, man, she's got it down. She's got it down. So that was so much fun. So after the gig, I got to hang around because they gave me a patch of sticker and allowed me to get into the after gig party / meet and greet. So Sarah and I went up and sat in one of the comfy chairs that were out in the lobby as we kind of waited for people to kind of filter out. They got in, meet the band and get their autographs and stuff like that. And I wanted to wait so that I could spend some more time with them and chat with the guys. So it started thinning out. So we got up and started walking over. And the first two guys that I saw were Brad Polaine and Dave Ross. I started chatting with them and kind of talking to them about their playing. I made a comment to Brad about, he had a couple of shuffles that were just killer. I think I also mentioned to him, like, when Brad first hit his snare, it was so powerful and so loud. I told him it set off my car alarm. It was crack, and I was like, okay, now I know they mean business. Such a sweet guy, both of them. Dave too, soft-spoken, extremely talented keyboard player. Dave Ross, my gosh. They were so kind to me, and it was really nice kind of talking shop with them. And then the guitar player, Jake Millick, came up, and I had to ask him about his guitar tones because he had the cleanest guitar sound. His clean, like for the clean parts that he had to do, it was so damn clean sounding out in the audience where I was sitting. I'm like, that Changy guitar, I'm like, oh man, you got to let me know what you're playing through. He told me he plays through a Helix floorboard, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And his lead tone was great too. I mean, all of his sounds were killer. And yeah, so that was a lot of fun chatting with them. And then I got to see Constantine again and gave him a hug and chatted for a little while. And then Danny Lepresto came up and I think he recognized me from the channel too. So he asked me for a picture. So I thought that was hilarious. I was like, yeah, sure. So I took a picture with him. I have that up there of someone taking a picture of the two of us. And then I took a picture with him as well, for my digital scrapbook. And what a lovely guy, dude. Such a great personality. So charismatic, so talented. And, I didn't know he played so much guitar in the group. He's an outstanding singer, but he also rocks out on the guitar. So it was fun seeing him play guitar that night live, so that was great. They are coming back to LA because I know they went to Brazil or they're in Brazil. I'm not exactly sure by the dates, but they are coming back to LA. They're going to be at the Saban Theater on Monday, February 17th. I am going to go to that show also. I will be there. If any of you are in the area, get tickets, come out, see the show. You will love it. And if you run into me, say hi to me. There are a couple of friends of the channel that recognized me there, and I got to say hi to them. So that was a lot of fun. I have their schedule. I have a link to it in the description, so you could see where they're playing and get tickets. So hit that link in the description and check that out. Anyway, that what a memorable night. Another incredible night to remember for me. And I cannot wait to see them live again. Holy smokes, man. These guys are just so good live. Yeah, go check them out. All right. Nice to share that with you. Come back for more cool stuff. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.